It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the Huskies' Offensive Player of the Year. He's on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Huskies and the 49ers on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the Huskies of Rio de Janeiro taking on the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway on a Monday night. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week: 17 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Now this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is opposing jerseys coming in.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Huskies are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7.
49ers 7. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So nothing doing there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Now 3rd down and long.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Taking it about the 36. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10. For the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! A big play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Huskies have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7.
Huskies 21, 49ers 7. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is in there.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Jupiter.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. He'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Huskies have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
49ers 7. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Pressure comes and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The blitz coming. Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling. It's caught inside the 25. And they rattle off a big one. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now Lawrence over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones, and he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. On play action, Lawrence. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So no... That one, and you know there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 1. He's going to air one out. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there. 52 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Walker is into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Hey, run!
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First down, Huskies.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards.
And a Rio first down.
They'll look to throw again. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Huskies just continue to roll. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now Lawrence on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Huskies get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Here's Lawrence.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
That is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards.
And the Huskies are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that
Back now here in Santa Clara. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Down to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Moody good with the extra point.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now?
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year.
And the Huskies add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
11, Agate.
On first down, Lawrence.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Lawrence will throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week, and, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here, and they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Again, 11 on the play. And the Rio first down.
Back to throw again. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
13, Lou.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over. And button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Third down and 15.
Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they take a knee. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant